So hello guys, welcome to this video. In this video we're going to uh, give you a very brief description how you can install Carbonio Community Edition in your emails as your email server. So I'm not going to give you a very brief about this process. Jextras has a installation video in their YouTube channel. So I would request you to go there and check out that video that is very detailed and step by step. And I'm going to give you just a very short, you can say a very short summary of that video by installing all this by recreating all the steps in a quick manner. And by the way, that doesn't mean I will not describe what I am going to do and what command I am going to execute. So without wasting any more of your time, let's go to the installation process. So I have a server 161.57.211. Server. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is set up the host name. You can use your preferred document editor. I'm using here Nano. You can use VI, you can use whatever you would like. PC, host name, should be mail.server, server.xyz. Okay, saving it. Host name is set. Then the host file, the host. For etc host, I'm going to do is mail. hmm, Mail. These are the basic procedure for every Linux-based email server. You're going to configure a Linux-based email server. That the common procedures that you have to do. So save it, exit. So set my host file name. Now let's update and upgrade everything. P update pt upgrade. installing all the packages is kind of a long process, but it is necessary. And before every system related task, the system admin should update all the packages so that can smoothly perform all of these tasks. Just changing address because for this updation process, I'm going to reboot the server as I have changed the host name. In my another video, I will show you how to install Let's Encrypt certificate. Basically, that is documented in the extras blog, so you can find it there. I'm just reciprocating that, recreating uh, that article in my video, so so that we can try it by ourselves in a hands-on manner. Okay? By the way, let me tell you that Zimbra Open Source Edition, the latest version of Open Source Edition is 8.8.15, and that is going to be end of life very soon, specifically at the end of this year. So this Carbonio edition is one of the very good alternative for that Zimbra Open Source Edition, and in my opinion and view, this is by far uh, it will precede the expectation of Zimbra open source users. It has lots of features and also many advanced features that Zimbra open source edition misses. So you can try it by yourself. Give it a try, and you will find it useful. Okay, so updating is done. Now I'm going to add Carbon new repository or the extras repository. The extras repository. So for that, what you have to do is go to the extras website and fill out the form for Carbonio Community Edition. Then you will get a link in your email that you have provided in the form, and by following the instruction in the email you can add the repository into your server. You can add the Zexos repository, or you can say Carbonio repository into your server, which will be used to download and install the packages. For that reason, I am skipping that part. I'm skipping that part. I'll just say you just go to their website, that is me show you. It's trust.com. uh, Go to the products, Carbonio Committee Edition, and here you will find a form that you can fill up. This one, you can fill out the form, and whatever email you are going to use here, you will get a notification email where you will get the repository name and the key to add to your server. So try this. So okay, let's proceed with our installation. Now what we are going to do is, okay, as this is one of my public server, it is hosted in a public cloud. So, and also I have published DNS records. Like if I ping mail dot sample server dot xyz, you can see it has already a active DNS record published. So therefore I don't need to follow the DNS masquerading installation process that is mentioned in the website. Also, it is mentioned in that website that if you have a active DNS record published, you don't need to install the DNS masquerade package. But if you don't have active DNS record published, then you need to install DNS masquerade. It's recommended because during the installation, the server will try to retrieve DNS information. If it is not published or it is not configured in the DNS masquerading setting, then it will give some errors. So yeah, with that note, let's proceed. Now what we are going to do is reboot the server. Reboot now. Okay, let's see when it comes up. A bit. I'm skipping this part so that you don't have to wait for this. I will join you as soon as the server comes live. So yeah, now we can see the server is live now. Let's log into it again. Now, for some monitoring purposes, I'm going to open another window. Let's keep these two side by side. 2 and 3. Okay, as you can see, the host name is changed and everything is changed. So let's proceed with the installation. First, apt update. Let's check it one more time, and apt upgrade. Yeah, why? This should be all upgraded. Okay, as we can see, we have added the Express repository as I requested you to go to their website, fill out the form, and add the repository into your server for the installation purposes. Now I'm going to install all the packages. Yes. There is nothing significant in this package installation. This is the basic package installation that you do in a Linux environment. If you install in package, it will get take the repositories and download the package and install it. So it is quite a long process. As you can see, it is only 18%. So I'm going to skip this part also. I'm going to pause this video now and I will rejoin you again at the end of this installation. So yeah, let's pause this. And so you can see we reached the 98% of this package installation process. Now it's progressing. Wait a bit. By the way, meanwhile, let me tell you something that about Zimbra end of life. As I have mentioned that Zimbra is going to end of life at the end of this year. Also, another major thing that is going to happen that already happened. It's not going to happen. That already happened. That Ubuntu 18 is end of support. So I have seen many users have Zimbra open source edition installed in their Ubuntu 18. So it is very high time for them to upgrade their operating system as well as find an alternative for their Zimbra. Their server is in most critical stage. Their operating system is vulnerable as well as their email system is vulnerable. So you should look at some uh, something try something uh, that can support you at least 4 to 5 years or many. So by the way, recently there is lot of thing happening in the Linux community, or you can see open source community, because Red Hat dropped its support and sharing its source code to the open source community. It is restricted behind a paywall. So if you want to use Red Hat source code, you need to pay. Otherwise, you will not be able to get Red Hat source code. So what is the impact of this? The impact of this thing is all the downstream operating systems that uses Red Hat source codes like Alma Linux, Rocky Linux, they are going to face some major challenges to build their releases. So yeah, this is another thing. Check out YouTube. You will get tons of emails and lots of discussion about it. So all the packages are installed. Now what we are going to do is Carbonio bootstrap. Now the other window will come to use tail F. As you can see, it detected the A record, MX record, and everything. So you can change all the configuration here. Like, let me check the common configuration. I went here. You should definitely change your time zone. uh, my time zone will be Asia Dhaka 57 7 7. Okay, I'm not modifying anything else, just pressing Y. And as you can see, Zimbra, just like Zimbra, Carbonio is setting all the values of the server, all the parameters of the server. So this is also a long process, so I'm going to skip it. A very interesting aspect of opening this tab is you can see what's going on underneath this this process. This window is showing a summarized version and this window is showing a detailed version of this process. So yeah. For the sake of keeping this video short, I'm again pausing this video. If I think anything important comes up, then I will again resume this video and explain it to you. But so far, these things are very familiar to you, and I'm pausing it so that we can have a very short video. And yeah, I'll rejoin it again. So we are almost done. The bootstrap process is almost finished. Yeah, the process is finished. So now what we are going to do is we're going to configure the service discover, setup, wizard, specifying the binding address. This will be the binding address. I'm creating a cluster password, retyping the password again, and within a few minutes the cluster setup is done. Now what we're going to do is running a pending setup. I'm adding a, so it would not prompt me for any acknowledgement. I'm putting the cluster password and it will do all the pending setups. Okay, so the pending setups are done. By the way, you will find all of this information in the Express official documentation. Go check that out. It is has lots of more other information that you may find useful, but I'm going to a very shorter version of it. So okay, let's stick with it. Now we are going to create the database. I have copied information from their official website, document, or you might say documentation page. I'm just pasting it here, creating a database and main role. And now I'm going to bootstrap the database. Okay, database bootstrapping is done. Now what I'm going to do, so minus extras, the command is zm control restart. Okay, by the way, on the other panel, let me show you meanwhile lsb release minus a. This is ubuntu 20.04.6. Currently carbonio community edition is available only for ubuntu 20 and redhat enterprise linux 8. Gradually it will be available for some other distros also. So yeah, I would recommend you to uh, install it on ubuntu or redhat enterprise 8. Otherwise, if you select any other operating system, you may find some unexpected errors, and that can be difficult to diagnose. So yeah, okay, let's check. the status of our services. Status, all the services are running. Okay, rhythm control, control. Let's take the version. This Carbonio 23.6.0. Carbonio discuss. Let's see. Currently, we have these system accounts: Galsync, Ham, Spam, Virus, and Jextras. By default, Jextras is the admin account, but you have to reset its password to log in into it. To reset the password, I will use Carbonio proof set password Jextras at the rate server.xyz. Let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, the password is set. Now what I'm going to do is I am issue https mail dot sample server dot xyz. Okay, so this is our interface. I log in. This is the webmail interface. There are few developments yet to come. We have contacts, calendars, files, and chats will be added later. And there are some unique things about this interface that I will discuss it in another video. For now, this is the admin webmail interface, and let's take a look at the admin interface. For admin interface, you have to add 6071. If we add 6071, then you will proceed it to the admin interface, admin panel interface. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is the admin panel interface, and some more developments are yet to come about this admin panel interface. So we will discuss it in another video. So yeah, that's it. This is the installation process of Carbonio Community Edition. By the way, this is for the single server. We will try to show you another a multi-server installation in another video. There are some conceptual things that I would like to discuss with you during the multi-server installation so that you can understand how to set up a proper multi-server environment. So yeah, that's it. By the way, this one, and yeah, this one. In another video, I am going to show you how to install Let's Encrypt here. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching this video. Please do like and share if you find this useful. And let me tell you, frankly, this is going to be a very good alternative for Zimbra open source, and we are very grateful to Zimbra. Definitely, it has provided a very good email systems for very small and medium or even large companies with a one-time cost by setting up a server with some robust system, and its performance was very good and stable. And Carbonio will definitely meet the expectations as soon as Zimbra exits the scenario. So with that note, thank you so much. See you in the next video. Thank you, guys.